So it's pretty safe to say that the three of us are all looking forward to Predator Badlands when it
Oh
comes out.
yeah.
We
Oh
would,
yes.
yeah, and we would have assumed based on prior outings that this movie was going to be R-rated. I mean, even if you look at the trailer, it seems like it's R-rated, but that might not be the case. Rob, what do we got?
No, as a matter of fact, before I read this article, I have to say that I was actually talking about this very subject with 20th Century Fox or 20th Century Studios president Steve Asbell. And he said to me that Dan Trachtenberg set out to make more of a sci-fi adventure film that he, the director, always thought was probably going to be a PG-13 movie simply because of what it's about. You know, you have this young predator going onto this planet, as they say in the trailer, the most dangerous planet in the world. So the violence is one alien is killing a bunch of other aliens that aren't human beings. So how do you, I mean, as graphically violent as that's going to be, you know, the ratings is really what happens to people, not alien life forms. So I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing. And I think, look, you know, Raiders of the Lost Ark is a PG movie, and a lot of people die in that movie, you know, and it's, I mean, a Nazi gets torn up in propeller blades. But let's look into this. What does this article say? It comes to us from Joe Blow. And they start this out saying, recently some rather unwelcome news dropped for fans of the Predator saga. While unconfirmed, it looks like Predator Badlands is aiming for a PG-13 rating. This is a little bit of a shock to the system for hardcore fans of the gleefully R-rated franchise. While nothing is set in stone yet, it feels like a disappointing choice by 20th Century Studios and Predator franchise mastermind Dan Trachtenberg, especially since the last film in the saga, Prey, was gloriously R-rated. Now, I want to point out, he also directed Killer of Killers, which, although animated, was also gloriously R-rated. But I don't necessarily think the kind of story that's being told in Badlands, if the film is good, it doesn't matter what the rating is. I mean, obviously, we've seen in the trailer, there's a lot of killing going on. So, I don't know, John, what do you think? Do you think that does a rating affect how good a Predator movie is?
No, not at all. It's like, look, I might do a Mr. Spock eyebrow raise a little bit if this was another Predator movie with a lone predator on Earth. I might be a little bit more, you know, about it if that was the case. But like you were just pointing out, Rob, there's a reason Transformers movies can literally have Optimus Prime grab a Decepticon by the neck, lift him off the ground, pop a giant blade out of his arm, and like disembowel the Decepticon, and it still be PG-13.
And it's awesome.
And it's awesome. You can kill and do horrible graphic things to aliens, to vampires, to zombies,
Cyborgs,
to cyborgs and robots and monsters and whatever, and it's fine. You'll get your PG-13. I even want to point out that in recent, like in the last decade or so, they've been going easier and easier on violence when it comes to the ratings, because I throw you back now to Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. There's a sequence of that in the prison where Carnage kills a lot of people.
right?
And for a PG-13 thing, it was pretty graphic for a PG-13 thing, right? So you combine that with the fact that you can do almost anything to aliens, monsters, robots, cyborgs, whatever, and it doesn't matter. Then I heard that this one's getting a PG-13, and I'm like, yeah, I don't even, honestly, Rob, I'm willing to bet $5 that when we watch this movie, if we went into it not knowing what the rating was, I bet you $5 when people come out of it and they would say to them, would you be surprised to find out that was R-rated? People will probably go, no, I probably assumed it was R-rated. And so I really don't think it's going to be an issue. I don't think we're going to mind it. This is going to come down to, do they make it exciting? Is the action going to be glorious? Can they build some kind of fun chemistry between these two?
Right.
Like if they can, like, honestly, I'm getting God of War Kratos with the bodiless head that he carries.
I mean,
around
this
on him.
image right here, I'm in. I'll watch this
Yeah.
movie simply because of this image right here.
And you know she's being that typical Weyland-Yutani snarky, just, you know what I mean? Ugh.
Yeah, so I think her character is going to be great. I think, again, look, when we come out of this, whether we say that was disappointing or that was awesome, I think the PG-13 rating on this particular movie, given what it is and given the context, I believe will have nothing to do with it. It's either going to be bad because it's bad or it's going to be great because it's great. I really don't think the rating is going to have anything to do with how good this movie ends up being.
Plus, I love the fact that it's just a balls to the wall sci-fi action adventure movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Zapier. You know, one of the biggest game changers of the past year has been AI. But let's be real, just talking about AI doesn't actually make your day any more productive. What does make it more productive is finding tools to put AI to work for you. And that's where Zapier comes in. Zapier is the easiest way to take AI and plug it directly into the apps and processes that you're already using every day. No IT bottlenecks, no complexity, just results. For me, it's been about saving time on repetitive stuff so I can focus on the work that matters and I actually enjoy. And it's not just me. Over 3.4 million companies are already using Zapier to streamline everything from sales and marketing to IT and HR. With their AI orchestration platform, you can connect top AI models like ChatGPT or Claude right into the apps you already use. So whether it's automatically enriching leads, coaching your sales team, or even resolving IT tickets, Zapier makes it simple. Guys, join the 3.4 million companies already automating with Zapier and transform how you work with Zapier and AI. Get started for free by visiting zapier.com/Campea. That's zapier.com/Campea.
Hey,
Cool.
John,
All right.
John Carter was PG-13, and regardless of not people not seeing it, it was a great movie.
God, I love that movie.
So,
Oh, I love that movie.
But
again,
John Carter.
but John Carter wasn't a movie that was relying on its violence.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you can make the argument that a Predator movie needs to be violent. Absolutely. But I believe you could have the same amount of violence in a movie where that Predator is on Earth only fighting human beings, and that movie will get an R. But get the exact same violence, except instead of human beings, he's doing it to androids and machines and monsters and other predators. And that movie gets a PG-13, and the only difference is who's he gutting. And I think that'll be the only difference here.
100%.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.